Hey, so it's 11:09 a.m. on Friday morning, and I have to speak up about something related to Heroclix. This is Matt. This is something I'm throwing together on the spot just because I've rolled around in my bed all night thinking about this. Because I found out around midnight last night that according to some solicitations on the Wizkids info network that I can't see in person, that the price for the upcoming December set Heroclix House of X is gonna be $14.99 a booster or $149.90 a brick. That is an increase of $2 per booster. From the normal $12.99 a booster, now it's going to be $14.99 a booster. And I'm just sitting here kind of like, I rolled around in my bed all night just thinking about the repercussions of all this and how I feel about all this. And I have to get it out. I have to get it out to the public and say something. I've tweeted to Wizkids asking, is this true? Why is the price increasing? Is this permanent? I post on an AC Realms about it. That's where I usually blow up and stuff like that. But I have to do more because this is such a big thing. I went back last night and I looked up. How many sets have been $12.99, and it goes as far back as at least Joker's Wild. I was trying to find solicitations for World's Finest and Superman Wonder Woman set, and I couldn't find anything that was mentioning how much the booster prices were for those sets. But at least for Joker's Wild, it was still $12.99 a booster. So we've been with $12.99 a booster for at least 4 years, and I can totally understand, things going up in price. I mean, we're in a dang pandemic, everybody, and there's reason why things can be more expensive than making stuff. But I think my number one problem with all this is that WizKids has just dropped the ball all year long when it comes to communicating with the player base about important items. They have dropped the ball so bad. It is incredible how bad the ball has been dropped. It has rolled down the street. It has been run over by 4 cars, and it is flat in the gutter. They've dropped the ball so dang bad. And I don't know if they just need to hire like a PR person or someone whose sole job is to just talk to the community. But they really had needed to do a better job than they did this year. And this is just a good example of that. The price of boosters are going up $2 each booster. That's pretty huge. I think if we say we've been paying $12.99 a booster for at least 4 years. The last increase was from $11.99 to $12.99. I believe. I don't think it went $10.99 to $12.99. I think it went $11.99 to $12.99. So now we're going from $12.99 to $14.99, which was, if you think about it, the original price of the Avengers Infinity Super Boosters. That's normally in the past when they've increased the price of a booster is when you're getting a 2x2 bigger piece with it. But I'm pretty sure this House of X set is not coming with bigger pieces. The only special part about it is it's going to come with team-up cards, which don't get me started on team-up cards. I thought the idea of them was okay to begin with, but people went crazy thinking they were going to be meta. And I was thinking to myself, oh Lord, these things are not potent enough to be meta. And they were just blown out of proportion. Let's do Batman with Aquaman, Batman to Superman, Batman to Wonder Woman, Batman to Flash, Batman to Batman, Batman to Robin, Batman to Joker. Like, no, you can do it so much better than that, than just a copy-paste job. Oh, the mechanic just really needs a lot of work. Anyways, back to WizKids communications. WizKids should have started the year. They knew ahead of time. They knew at a certain point this year. The prices were going to go up. I remember seeing a solicitation somewhere or seeing them mention somewhere the price being the standard $129.90 a brick. And at some point this year, for some reason, we have no idea. For some reason, at some point this year, the price went up $20 a brick, $2 a booster, and WizKids We deserved to hear about this ahead of time. This isn't. I mean, if you think about it, the set was supposed to come out in October. I mean, what were we supposed to do? Go ahead and pre-order, and then like 3 weeks later, like be like, oh, no, you owe an additional $20 plus tax. So that's probably like another $22 you owe us. And people are going, why? Oh, because Wizkids raised the price of the brick. Oh, but you're buying 2 cases? Okay, that'll be an extra $80. And they're like, but why? Nobody told us we're having to pay an extra $80. And it's just because Wizkids did not communicate. Wizkids did not communicate. How many times do I have to say this? When were they going to tell us about this stuff? When were they going to tell us, hey guys, the prices are going to go up, and this is why the prices are going to go up? This is what Wizkids needs to do. This is what Wizkids need to do right now. If this was the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X or whatever, and they messed up like this, they would be making something visible now. And they would be saying, this is the price change. This is why it's going up. And they need to like break it down and be like, China blah blah blah, figures blah blah blah, paint jobs blah blah blah, sculpts blah blah blah. This is why it's going up. And then they need a whole nother section talking about what they're going to be doing to keep the value in the booster packs. Because right now the value is not there in any way. It's just not there. And to increase the booster price $2 and to keep everything the same, to keep the correlation the same, to keep the distribution the same in the boosters, so you're only getting 3 super rares in a brick. You're only getting a prime or a chase in a brick, maybe more if you're really lucky. But raising the price, that's not gonna fly. It's not gonna fly. Absolutely not. They need to come out and say, this is what we're going to do to keep the value of the boosters for our players. And they need to do something. They really do need to do something. In my honest opinion, I would want them to increase the number of super rares per brick. So instead of getting 3 super rares on average, well, no, you pretty much, if you buy a sealed brick, you're going to get 3 super rares. You usually don't get 4 super rares unless you get like the super rare prime, and then that's because the prime is counting as a super rare or whatever. Or actually, maybe the other way around. I don't know. But they need to increase the number of super rares in a brick to 4 from 3. And then also, no more of this stupid, am I going to get the prime brick or am I going to get the chase brick? No. Every brick needs to come with a prime and a chase, starting with House of X. And that's not going to be possible. Why? Because House of X is probably, if I had to guess, probably already completed in the factories in China. And the sole reason the set was pushed back to December is because it's going to take a little bit longer to get shipped over here. Probably the figures are already made, they're already painted, they're already in the boosters, everything's already set up. And it's too late for Wizkids to change up the distribution of the set, of how many super rares, chases, and primes you get in a case. But what they need to do, they need to say, starting with 2021, this is what every set is going to contain. And they need to add value to the boosters, because the booster value has just lessened and lessened and lessened. I mean, you think about, like, Spider-Man's been out 2 weeks, and I'm buying super rares on eBay for like $7 to $10 each. Like, you think about paying $15 for a booster pack, and you're going to pull... Probably the first booster pack's going to be a rare. You're going to pull 2 commons, 2 uncommons, and a rare that collectively aren't even worth $5. And then you're going to buy another booster pack. Now you've spent up to $32 for 2 booster packs. And you pull that super rare. Good job. But that super rare can be bought on eBay for like $10. So you've lost like a net of like $25 in the whole mix. Like, the value is just not there, and these team up cards are not going to add value to it, but they are a start. If every set had an inclusion in a booster pack, whether it's an equipment, a team up card, a special object, bystanders, whatever they are, make that a standard thing, on top of increasing the number of super rares in every booster and making sure every brick has a chase and a prime. No more of this like, oh, but which brick are you going to get? No, if they made every brick have a chase and a prime, that would actually add a lot of extra value to the cases, and that would get rid of the whole worry of, well, am I going to get the brick with the prime or the brick with the chase? It would fix that problem. It's so simple. But first and foremost, Wizkids needs to get out here and communicate with us. And they need to tell us the price is going up. They need to tell us why the price is going up. And they need to tell us what they are doing on their end to make sure the value stays in the booster and that we feel it's worth it to pay money for the boosters. Because right now, I'm out. You know, I'm still going to play Heroclix, but for Spider-Man, what did I do? I bought a common uncommon rare set on eBay for about $55 shipped. I bought me a super rare trash can Spidey for about $20, and I got me 2 other super rares for about $15. And my friend gave me a super rare, so I've got me 4 super rares and a common uncommon rare set for less than $100. And you think I'm going to pay $150 for a brick? You think I'm going to pay $300 for a case? No, I'm not. Absolutely not. So Wizkids, if you hear this, you need to do all this stuff ASAP. You need to what's the term for it? Not collateral damage. You need to fix this. That's not the right word for it, but you need to fix this. You need to communicate right now. Tell us what's happening right now. And I know that's kind of the opposite of what you've done all year long. You've been, we'll tell you more in September. We don't know if we're going to have nationals or not. We don't know if we're going to have worlds or not. Show if you have interest in world. Blah, 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 blah. We don't know about con exclusives. We don't know about the summer event. I mean, obviously it's not happening in the summer because the summer is now over. We don't know about the pieces that we would have gotten the summer event. We don't know about OP kits. We don't know about anything in 2021. We literally know nothing about anything in 2021. Wizkids, you need to do better.